entertaining universe. I thought this would be a good video to film today because I know I've talked about this quite a bit over the past year or so, but you guys all know I love making lists. And in some of these lists, it helps me, remember or, try to figure out what I need, or if it's like a grocery store list, or if it's a list to pack for a trip that you possibly can go on, or it's a list to, talk to for New Year's resolutions, or if it's a list of, that Dear Future Me thing that I've been doing for the past 2 times, whether it's a sports list that I have. I just like making, I've talked about this before, I like making lists because it helps me, think of all the things that I may that I could possibly not pack or not remember to the full extent. And everyone should make lists. I've advocated for that numerous times over the years. You got to make sure you have every single thing if you're going on a trip for a week, or it could be a month, or it could be years that you go on a trip. I wouldn't say a trip would be a year-long trip, unless that's your thing. You got to pack enough clothes for that trip. You got to pack chargers. You've got to pack, something to write with, or something to read, or, utensils to use for, like, for example, if you're getting autographs at a convention or something, you need like a Sharpie or a pen and a book, an autograph book of sorts to get that audit, to, have all that stuff. And you need, chapstick if you're going to a hot place, like, or you need deodorant, or you need toothpaste or toothbrush, or whatever it may be. You got to make a list in order to remember all of those things that you need to pack. And it's not just, it's not just those few things that I mentioned. It's also clothes, like it could be shirts, underwear, socks, pants, shorts, whatever you need for that trip. As long as you have enough clothes to pack for that trip. And I know it's still got a long ways to go before my trip, but I'm just saying, I like to make lists to prepare myself to make sure I have everything I possibly could need before that said trip or before that said event. So I know that, hey, I'm ready to go, and when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And it's not just that. If you're going to the grocery store and you need to make a list of the things that you need to get, whether it's like bananas, milk, eggs, bread, beans, whatever it is that you need at the grocery store, that's another list that you should make. And then when you're done with that list, you can either delete it from your phone, or you can throw that piece of paper away when you get home from the grocery store. And it's not just a grocery store, and it's not just going to on a trip. It's other things in life too. Like if you want to make a New Year's resolution, that's a list of things that you want to do throughout that said year. Or if you're doing a YouTube video, you have to make a list of some great ideas and others not so great ideas. And then pick one of those ideas and then talk about that idea. And, and same thing can be said about sports. If there's a stat that you want to write down and know about, that's great. Write that stat down in a list form or something like that. Or if it's a bucket list, write down things that you want to do that you don't think that you want to do before you die. Things like that. That's just what I'm saying, is that everything you can do, you can write it down on a list. And once you're done with that list, you can either, rip it up or, erase it or throw it away when you're done with that list. And that's what's important, is that every single list that you've made or can make or will make is important to proceed in life. And it's not just one specific list. It could be multiple lists that you make. I mean, I'm making lists for, the trip. I'm making lists for, New Year's resolutions. I'm making lists for, Dear Future Me, which is a YouTube thing I started, 5 years ago. And I'm ready for the next one. And then, like, my life choices, the things I want to do, and all that stuff. I do that because that's what makes me, realize that I need everything to work out the way I want it to work out. And that's what's important to me every single day, is that even if I make a list for the grocery store, or I make a list for a potential trip that I'm going on, or, whatever it may be, I just know that when I look at that list, I'll remember everything that I need to have for that, or to complete that list, or to complete the grocery shopping, or to complete the resolutions I made, or to complete all of the other stuff that I made lists for. And now I could ramble on and on and on and on and on about how important lists are, even though I've already kind of done that. I'm just, I'm glad I'm doing this, so that way when I look at that list on my phone, or I look at that list that I wrote on a piece of paper, I know, hey, I need to complete this task, or I need to make sure that I have everything for something that I do, or will do, or have done. And that's what's important to me. And it's going to continue to be important to me until the day I die. And that's all I want to discuss today. So let's do birthdays today. We've got 3. We've got Rosanna Pansino. Happy birthday to her. We just got 2 actually. I take that back. And we got Gianna Didio. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name, but I want to wish those 2 individuals a happy birthday today, and anyone else who has a birthday on this 8th day of June 2021. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And ciao. Bye-bye.